NFL Week 1 is here, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Fans have spoken. We want to bet touchdowns. DraftKings heard us and is delivering. DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets instantly, plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. DraftKings Sportsbook app, use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Offer in. Hello. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, hey, I'm not finna get look. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. Go to make sure you subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed, wherever you get your podcast from. Remember, every subscriber counts, and we want to thank you for helping us get to the point that we're at now. It really means a lot to us, and we want to thank you. Please, we have Shea by Laportier in stock. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, you can order and we'll ship it directly to your home. Please make sure you go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company 84. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Tour shirts and hats dropped this week. There are 2 versions. The tour dates are on the back. That's $42. The other with no tour dates on the back, just the screen on the front, that's $38. And use code VIP for an additional 10% off. And again, we pinned that at the top of the chat. As you can see, guys, you know what? I prayed that God give me patience, and he's trying. He's testing me. The guy that's just getting into your screen. He's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, Liberty City's own. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Thank you for joining us. We really greatly appreciate that.
Appreciate that. Listen, I'm late. I'm late again. But this time, Unc, I had to do number 2. So I'm not sure if that is a good excuse for being a little late.
I'm just trying to figure out, help
Yes,
out
sir.
with this. Right before you had to come on, you know what? I'm
Right.
on. You ain't have to do it like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, even 5 minutes ago. Like, soon as I get ready to hit this, they're counting us down. You like, hold on.
Me. Listen, I understand the importance of the show. I know where we're going. I know we headed. We finna be like the Temptations.
Yeah.
Now, I know sometimes act like Eddie. 5 heartbeats. But you have to understand, when I sat down, I had a little turtle head.
Oh,
yeah, so when you have a little turtle head, you know you can't play with God's creation. So I had to get that out. So I ain't do it all the way. I just went halfway. So I still got something left in me, but I'm gonna finish the show.
Yeah. I mean, the people knew you was probably full of caca.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Hey,
they're not surprised. They're not surprised you only pinched half of it off.
My grandma used to tell me I was full of shit all the time.
Yeah. They're not surprised you pinched half a loaf off. You ain't get the whole loaf out. Ocho, the game that we just watched, the 49ers drug the Jets 32-13. They spoiled Aaron Rodgers' return. He was able to play a full night, even though Christian McCaffrey, C-Mac, was ruled out before the game with an Achilles and calf injury. Adam Schefter says there's a real chance McCaffrey doesn't play next week against the Vikings. Ocho watched this game. The 49ers, of all the teams that we saw play, the 49ers, for me, were the most impressive, because I think the Jets defense is going to be really good. Now, the offense, hey, I think they'll get it going. Breece Hall, when he fumbled that ball early in the game, Ocho, it kind of took some of the steam out of it. But the 49ers, the way they can run the football, the way Purdy was throwing the ball, he had some drops in there, too.
Yeah.
He had some drops in there. Ayuk dropped the touchdown right before the half.
Listen, he dropped 2 big ones. He dropped 2 big ones. Now, I think one of the problems, obviously, remember when Jamar Chase, I hate to bring, remember Jamar Chase went into the preseason and dropped ball after ball after ball after ball after ball.
Yes.
And then had a historic season once it came. I think Ayuk is probably has to get acclimated to the ball, game speed, game tempo. This is why I tell you preseason is so important. When you miss those times, you get acclimated to the ball. And listen, that would obviously it would have made a difference in the game. But listen, I'm more impressed with the Jets. I'm more impressed with the Jets because watching Aaron Rodgers move the team up and down the field with a few drops, a few penalties that backed them up a little bit, they look promising to me. I know somebody will say, well, damn, they only scored 7 points. Well, damn, they only scored 14 points. I'm saying how the offense look as opposed to how they used to. Again, they're going against the top NFC team. They're going against the top NFC team. You take away some of those drops, you take away some of those penalties, it's a different game. Now, the 49ers still might have won, but what I saw...
49ers winning this game.
But what I saw from the Jets tonight was promising. Promising. If you're a Jets fan, you should be happy. I know it's a loss, but you got something to build off of.
I agree with you, Ocho. That's not an easy offense to defend. And I know, you're looking at, they ain't got no Christian McCaffrey. The one thing I can tell you about this offense, because I spent the majority of my career in this offense, Ocho, and I can tell you because I played for Kyle's father, Mike. And they kept highlighting Bobby Turner. He's the running back coach. He's the run game coordinator. And if you notice, could you tell Christian McCaffrey wasn't in the game? If you look at Denver, we had TD, we had Orlando Gary, we had Mike Anderson, we had Clinton Portis, we had Reuben Drones. In that zone running scheme, you get one cut. You started, you run handoff. We run handoff strong, handoff weak, toss strong, toss weak. You get one cut. If you notice, ain't no dancing. No running back in that system dance. You get one cut and you come downhill. And if you notice, it doesn't. Look, Christian McCaffrey sets it to another level. But if you look at the guys that were in that offense, TD, 6th-round draft pick. Orlando Gary, 6th-round draft pick. Mike Anderson, 3rd-round draft pick. Reuben Drones, a late-round, mid-round draft pick. Clinton Portis was a 2nd-round draft pick. So you don't need to have. All you got to do is follow instructions. They're going to start it one way, and they go, hey, hit your head on the goalpost, son. And the wide receivers do a great job. Ayuk blocking downfield. Debo blocking downfield. Jennings blocking downfield. Hell, Kittle is a second offensive lineman. He's blocking. Think about it. They got a big run. They call it back. They was holding. Get another touchdown run. They call it back with holding. They go right back down the field in that same drive. Run it right back down.
I'm not sure. I mean, Jets defense don't look like the Jets defense that we saw last year, but I'm sure they will get it together. I don't know what happened to Sauce. I think Sauce subluxed his shoulder on one of those plays with Debo. I know that look. I know that look when you hold your head.
I think he tried to. I think he hit. I think it was Debo that he got his shoulder. Yeah, you got to be careful.
So,
yeah. And the thing is, like when you play the 49ers, you got to out physical them, because that's one thing that Kyle Shanahan got from his daddy. We gonna come out there and we gonna put hats on you. We gonna be physical. Now, if you beat us, you were more physical than
you. Got to earn it.
The thing is, a lot of times when people looked at the West Coast, they automatically assume because the lineman was undersized, they're a finesse team. That was your first mistake. You better, we dropping D's in the dirt. We coming.
You know what else could happen? Now, if you watch the game, chat, if y'all listening, if you watch the game tonight, you can see when they did play action, they ran the ball so well. When they did play action ball, Brock Purdy.
Guys wide open.
Not only were they wide open, but Brock Purdy was sitting back there with a cigar. He done went through his read twice. How do you go from 1 to 3 and come back to 1 to see if 1 is open? You didn't have that much time. So what I think the Jets need to do also to continue to complement that defense so you can get back to the top 3 defense that you were last year, we need to get Brother Hassan Reddick in the goddamn door. I would think we need to get Brother Hassan. Whatever you need to do, you need all hands on deck if you're serious about turning the franchise around, allowing it to be a winning culture, and actually competing in the goddamn AFC East with the Bills and the goddamn Dolphins.
The problem that they made, Ocho, the guy's disgruntled. He wanted contract. It wasn't a change of scenery. He wanted money. So you thought that, he don't like being in Philly. We're going to bring him to New York, but we're not going to give him no money.
Listen, They probably, you know what they probably did? You know how this business work. I'm sure
They
before they
probably
even
promised him a
discussed,
contract.
before he even came, understanding that, listen, I want to be paid by the Eagles based on my production the past few years. The Eagles said, you know what, we're not going to do that. We're going to let you go somewhere else. So I'm sure the Jets knew, Brother Woody Johnson. I got that name right? Woody Johnson, right? I'm sure Mr. Johnson understood that Hassan Reddick was agreeing to come there because.
But he was under the assumption he was going to get a contract.
Yeah, Woody knew that. You understood that. This is the games they play. This is the business that they play. You understand how good Hassan Reddick is and what he can do for that defense, and amplifying it even more than it was last year. He should have been in. Now looking at the defense tonight, and Brock Purdy back there, sitting back there listening to Frank Sinatra, patting the goddamn ball.
Just
make it happen.
Just effing off with the football. He ain't just like, hey. And I saw he made one mistake. He almost got it picked. All he had to do was take the fullback. All he had to do was take 24 in the flat. When he threw the seam route, and Adams, I think it's Adams got his hands on the ball, the running back wide open in the flat. All they had to do was take the flat, and they're going to get a first down, and they're going to keep the chains moving. Yeah, but that's the thing. You got to, look, you see with the 49, you can tell a team serious about winning. I will say this. Jerry got the deal done. You see what he did with Dak? You see what he did with CD? You see what the 49ers did? They got Big Trent. Trent said, I ain't coming. You say, hey, they said, oh, you know what? Hey, we got a Super Bowl to win. And we're not winning the Super Bowl without those guys.
Yeah. Okay, you know.
You got to be able, if you can't pressure the quarterback, Ocho, you can't win in this league.
At all.
The quarterbacks are too good. The quarterbacks are too good. If you don't put him under duress,
make him
I don't care if it's 1, I don't care if it's 32. If you don't put that quarterback under duress, 32 will look like number 1.
Most definitely. You got to make it uncomfortable the best way you can. And one way for the Jets to do that and to pick up where they left off from a defensive standpoint, you got to bring Hassan Reddick in, or what they do, whatever they do have in the building right now, got to come up. They got to come up. They got to show out. They got to show up. Shit.
And because you look at the court, you got Reed, you got Sauce. So you got guys, and sometimes you just need just that extra step, just like, okay, they held this thing up. Now you got to get there. 1,001. Hey, guys, all I need is 1,003. 1,003, we on his ass.
And you know what? That's another problem. Not only that, as good as Sauce Gardner is, as good as DJ Reed is, how good are you if you got to cover somebody for goddamn 8 seconds?
Oh, you ain't covering nobody for that long. I don't care who it is.
You know?
I don't care who it is. No, you ain't covering them. You let them guys. And that's the thing, Ocho. That guy back there, he back there, Purdy back there doing this.
Chilling. Man, listen, I saw a few times, he dropped back, looked at his first target, his primary target. He went 1, went to 2, went to 3, and came all the way back and was still patting the ball.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man, Woody Johnson should be on the phone right now to Hassan Reddick, his agent. I don't know who his agent is. Listen, we need to get something done.
They need to. They got to get something done. But the 49ers look really, really good tonight. They ran the football. Mason. Nobody had ever heard of this kid. Just like nobody had ever heard of Terrell Davis. Nobody had ever heard of Orlando Scary or Mike Anderson. Those guys, Reuben Jones. As a matter of fact, Reuben Jones got cut in Detroit. As a matter, if I'm not mistaken, they might have cut it. They might. I think he said they cut him on 9/11. I think that's what he said. But this kid ran the ball exceptionally well, and you see the dimension that Debo brings. You can hand it to him in the backfield. You can pitch it to him. You can swing it to him. He can get downfield. You see him catch a pass, spin up out of the tackle, get an additional. The one thing that you must be able to do in this offense is rack. You got to run after the catch, Ocho, because a lot of stuff is shallow. You catching a lot of bubble screens. You catching a lot of shallow crosses. You're not getting. I mean, they'll push the ball down the field occasionally, but you got to be able to run after the catch. That's what makes it so unique. That's what makes this offense so good. You take a 5-yard route and you turn into a 25 or 50-yard spectacular.
I got a question.
Yes.
How big is Debo Samuels? You seen him in person before?
I have.
How the hell he be playing running back like that? Like, I'm talking about this is a receiver.
He built like a running back.
He what?
He built like a running back.
That big?
From waist down. You don't like running backs normally, they're like from waist down. like Malik Neighbors. If you look at Malik Neighbors, he's not elongated. He's not long and lanky like a lot of receivers are. You look at Garrett Wilson. You look at Olave. You look at a lot of these receivers. They're 6 foot. He's compact. And if you look at his frame, it explains why he runs out of a lot of tackles, why he's so physical, and how you think he got the name Debo.
Okay. Hey, I'm looking like, man, he really, I'm talking about out the backfield, stretch, dive.
Yes.
What? Can you imagine Debo playing during our era with Ray Lewis and Urlacher and all them talking about coming downhill through the A gap? Man, they'll break, man. All right. I was amazed. I'm like, damn. And then he's strong. The first person to tackle him or at the point of contact, he never falls. He never falls.
Oh, you got to bring your legs with you to get him down. And normally it's going to take more than a single individual, unless you're talking about a D tackle or you talk about a linebacker. But safeties and corners, you got your handful trying to bring Debo down.
Man, that's crazy.
And he runs with such physicality. He runs angry. He runs like T.O. He runs like Julio. My brother used to play like that. Anquan Bolden played like that. Guys, physical guys. Now, T.O. and Julio were tall. My brother was like 6 foot tall. Q was like 6 foot tall. But they were built like running backs. And so they tried to run through you. And they were physical, and they played the game physical. Ocho, Brock Purdy pass distribution. Jennings had 5 catches. Debo, 5 catches. Kittle, 5 catches. Juszczyk, 2 catches. IU, 2 catches. He had 2 drops also. And Mason, 1 catch. Mistake-free performance. I mean, think about it. He had like 3 or 4 drops, Ocho. So this could have been a 22 or 23 or 29 for a pretty close to like 270.
Easily.
And you and I were talking about this earlier about IU. I don't like guys like, man, I don't need no training. I needed training camp, and I wanted to play in the preseason. I did. Now, everybody, I mean, hey, the guys now, I get it now, guys, they do OTAs and they do all the stuff and they catch. But I needed to be in the game, and I need to get my eyes to refocus on playing through contact, picking up the ball, because I'm trying to pick up the ball out of the quarterback's hand, trying to make sure I snap my head around, because I don't want to get lazy with my head. I don't want to get lazy with my eyes. I don't want to get lazy with my hands. People think you catch with your hands. You catch with your eyes, and you don't want to get lazy with them. And a lot of times, it takes you a while to get back into the rhythm of things, Ocho, and to get my spidey senses. I need my spidey senses to tingle like, okay, this is the coverage. Okay, this is where a danger is. To know that, to feel that, to be able to sense that. I needed it. Now, clearly, these guys say, well, I don't need it, or they don't want it, or maybe the owners and don't want to run the risk of getting players hurt. But hell, you playing an inherently dangerous game.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't want to have no accident. But you drive every day 30 miles. I mean, how? Unless you teleport yourself there, there's a chance you're going to have an accident. And it might not even be your fault.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you can't even play the game of football with that type of mentality. You just can't. Because what's for you is for you, and what's going to happen to you is going to happen to you no matter what you do, no matter how cautious you are. Just go out there and play. Just go out there and play. That's it. And the only reason Brandon dropped them damn balls, I'm telling you, like you said, them spidey senses, getting acclimated not only to game tempo, but having someone pulling and tugging on you and being able to track the ball through arms, through just all type of stuff. The lights, just all that comes into account, and that's what the preseason does for you.
If you look at it, Ocho, what did he do? When the ball hit his hands, he closed his eyes. I've never seen that before. Normally, you track the ball, Ocho. I'm tracking.
Yeah, and look it in.
I look it in. If I lay out for the ball, I look it in. He closed his eyes. I'm like, well, damn, that's new. But Purdy threw that ball perfect. I mean, he couldn't throw it. He basically walked it to him. You can't throw a better pass. You can't throw a better ball than what Purdy put the ball in Ayuk's hand. And Ayuk, he dropped it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back. Jets holdout Hassan Reddick will forfeit a game check of nearly $800,000 for missing tonight's regular season opener against the 49ers, and an additional $800,000 for each of the games he subsequently misses. This is on top of the $5 million NFL mandated fine that he's already accumulated. So he ain't got no choice but to stay out. Because if he comes back, he's already accumulated $5 million fine that the Jets can't forgive. You remember, Ocho, in the old days, teams were like, okay, I'm going to forgive those fines. Come on in, we'll get the contract done. Only if you're a rookie can they forgive on a rookie contract, can they forgive those fines. So damn, now he like, bro, I might as well go ahead and sit this one down because.
Hold on, how do you rectify this situation now? So really that $5 million already gone. You might as well just chalk that up.
Back that up. So if I'm looking at it correctly, so he's making so he's like almost $800,000. So let's just say $800,000 a game times 10. That's $8 million. So plus we factor in another 7 games at $800,000. That's 56. So that's he's making up. So he's on about 15.6 million. If we do it 800,000. So now take this out, Ocho. I've got to come in at half the season and play for free, or I don't get credited for the credited season.
Yeah.
So I got to play half the game. So I need this thing. But if he comes in, Ocho, he playing for free.
Well, he playing for free.
By the time he get to game 8, that's 640,000. No, hell no, that's 6.4 million.
Hey, listen, I mean, he at this
5 million, so that's 11.4 million. So he damn near playing for free.
Some got to give. Some got to give. Can they cut him and allow somebody else to pick him up?
Hell no, they don't give him a. They can. Oh, sure you could, but you can't. You gave him a draft pick to get him.
Well, if you gave him a draft pick to get him, I mean, you know what? See, this the part. But again, owners don't want to set a precedent. You think you're gonna bully us into paying you? Nah, you sit there. Because our pocket, we gonna line our pockets either way. We gonna be good either way.
Boom.
But then, sometimes you gotta.
And that's the thing, Ocho. Because guess what? Even if I don't open the stadium, even if I don't sell not one fan show up, the TV deal is gonna pay me $300 million.
Off rip.
Now, okay, the games, I put 75, 80,000 concession. I got parking, I got merchandise, I got local TV, and I got advertisers and sponsors. So
it's a dirty game, boy. It's a dirty game.
The cap. So if I get 300 million, Ocho, if I get 300 million, and the salary cap is what, 275, 255. That's 45 million I'm clear. That's if I don't sell no merchandise. That's if I don't do it. Nobody comes to my game. That's if I don't get local broadcasting. That's if I don't get any local sponsors. Somebody, that stadium named after somebody, Mercedes-Benz or FedEx or whatever the case may be. Somebody paying somewhere between $10 and $25 million a year to put their name on your stadium. And you got the local affiliate that's paying money. And here's the kicker, Ocho, what people don't realize. Let me hip y'all to some game. Do y'all realize that every time ESPN shows a clip, they had to pay for that? On top of the 2.5, 2.7 billion that they already paid, anytime they show a clip of anything NFL, the NBA is the same thing. MLB is the same way. Do you know they got to pay for that? And it ain't cheap.
It's a money.
I just want listen to what I'm saying. Fox pays about $1.9 billion. ESPN pays about 2.2. CBS, the same thing. So now I've already paid that. When they show highlights, like when I come on with Stephen A. and we show a highlight of somebody scoring a touchdown or somebody getting a pick six, the network has to pay extra just to show those highlights. That's why we can't show you no highlights. We'd love to, but Ocho and I be working for free.
Oh, it's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game.
So the NFL, if you notice, NFL don't write a whole lot of checks. The NFL, like the IRS, they have money coming in. They don't really have a whole lot going out.
Collected. Oh,
so yeah. And I don't got a lot of what I mean. I put my kids through college. I took care of my family because of the NFL. And I'm not trying to damper on. I'm just trying to enlighten the fans and let them know how this thing works. I mean, Ocho and I would love to show you highlights so we can break it down and say this is what happens. But I think it's how much is it for like 11 minutes? Like it's in the it's like I think like probably like for 1 minute. 1 minute is six figures. 1 minute. So if we showed you 3 highlights and they ran a minute, it's already in the six figures. That's week 1. How many highlights does ESPN show? How many highlights does your local affiliate show?
Woo!
Yeah. So I'm sorry, guys. You can just have to take Ocho and I talking about it because we ain't gonna show you no highlight. We never gonna be in no position where we can show you a highlight because we ain't got it like that.
Don't say that now. You never know.
No, but they watch the games, Ocho. That's useless money. We're not finna spend $20 million to show some highlights. We're not. I'm sure we'd rather have that money in our pocket.
Hey, okay. I like to hear that. I'm just for some godforsaken reason. Let's say I hit the goddamn lotto, or the Mega Millions, and I get some absurd amount of cash.
I wouldn't even let you do it.
I mean, I think the people would like it though.
Nah, Ocho. The people like us for who we are, how we do things. We're not a highlight show. I mean, sure, we would love to, but it really doesn't make us. It doesn't make sense for us. And if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And so let's be we gonna be.
Now you told me we need to think big, right? So I'm thinking big. We could actually challenge ESPN and be their competitor.
Huh? Not coming on 2 nights. Not coming on 4 nights a week, 2 hours a night. We ain't challenging no ESPN. Hell nah. Nah. Hey, now you know. Hey, you win the. Hey, first of all, you win the lottery, some ungodly amount of money. I ain't no telling. I mean, hell, guys, we get it when we get it. Hey man, what Ocho? Yeah, the hell if I know. Man, hell, I might be with you, Ocho. Let me win $1 million. Hell, I might be late too. Man, please. Yeah, man. Ocho, check this out. According to Next Gen Stats, Trent Williams did not allow a single pressure tonight in 33 pass blocking attempts.
Hold on. Let me wipe my tears.
Man, please.
Hey, you know how?
Man, they can't let you win no money.
In church.
Hell yeah. Hell nah.
Okay. Okay, let me lock back in. All right, I'm locked in. Let's go. I'm locked in.
Good luck with that. You win the lottery, lock it in. Man, don't tell him where you and Rail gonna be, man. Please. Who you fooling?
I promise you, if I win a lottery, I'm gonna be on time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be early.
Justin Marv, you say 100,000 for a minute. I say 6 figure. I ain't just say 100,000. You stop. I don't know why you put that figure there.
Oh shit. Oh
man.
That was funny.
But this is why when he held out and says, I'm not coming, this is why you pay Big Trent. He's the best lineman in football. And you can always rip Rodney. You can always slide the protection away and say, Trent, you got the best.
Yeah.
That's a great luxury to have. I played with 2 guys. I played with Gary Zimmerman, left tackle. He was a 2-time all-decade, 80s and 90s. I played with Jonathan Ogden, 6'8.5", 345 pounds. We always sliding away from J.O. J.O., you got whoever you got.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great luxury to have. You don't have to ask nobody to chip. You ain't got to ask nobody to chip your way out. You ain't got to leave the tight end in. Trent, lock it down. He gonna lock it down. He's an unbeliever. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's gonna be a first ballot. He's that good. And if I'm not mistaken, hell, he and Big Lane Johnson was on the same team in Oklahoma.
Lane Johnson, Philadelphia Lane Johnson?
Yes. And hold on, wasn't AP was on that team too? I think it was him, AP, Sam Bradford might have been a freshman.
No wonder AP was running like that, man.
I think AP was on with Big Trent and because Trent went top 3, top 4, and Lane was right behind him. Trent Lane came out in the same draft, didn't he? I'm almost certain he and Lane came out in the same draft.
God damn.
Yes.
AP.
Actually looking that up, but I'm almost certain, Ocho, that Lane and Trent came out in the same draft. And AP, I think AP might have left a year before they did. Hell, he might have been there with him. Lane. 2013. So who came up? It was like they had two, who came out with what other Sam Bradford came out. Sam Bradford was the first overall pick. T-Dub was the third overall pick. That's what it was. Fourth overall pick. And AP was on that team. Wasn't AP with Trent? Yes. Yes, AP, not Lane. Lane was after Big Trent. But AP, Sam Bradford, and Trent was on the same team.
Damn. But them boys were good, boy.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Just like who was it? Matthew Stafford, AJ Green, and Noshawn Marino was on the same team. And then went to SEC.
Wait, who was AJ Green, quarterback of Georgia?
Matthew Stafford.
Dead ass? I ain't know that. Noshawn Marino, boy. Hey, he was nice.
Ocho, we have the body cam footage from Tyreek's detainment was released earlier. Let's watch it in its entirety. We're going to look at the Tyreek video. We're going to have Calais Campbell's talking, and then you and I will address it after that. We're going to watch the video in its entirety so you can see how it unfolded, and then we'll give our synopsis of what we think happened.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why do you have it on? It's Tyreek. We don't know where you're talking. What you gotta do? Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Annie. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, Mom. Get out of the car. Give me your ass, Mom. Break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late. Too late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey.
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. Can you stop crying?
Bro, y'all.
Don't move.
Good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
Just set him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, bro, dude beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew. Call Drew, bro. Call Drew. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing nothing. What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen,
man.
big man, don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the
yo,
car.
hey, Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Straight up the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket. Hey,
I'm
you're
not
in the car.
Who's the driver? This is my car.
All right, move.
All right, I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
Coming, man.
Let me have your license. You get a ticket too.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license. You get a ticket. Let me have your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your license.
Leaving. Yo, what's
Your
going
license
on?
right now.
Sir, what's going on,
Your license
man?
right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Hey,
in the car.
You're not gonna give me your license? I'm leaving.
Let me have your license. Your license right now.
Sir, you want me
Hey,
to
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you up. Your license right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell you, man, to leave. I'm gonna give you one more time. If you don't leave, I'm gonna take you to jail. Listen, if you listen to me.
Get in your car and leave.
Listen,
Avoid this. Get in your car and leave.
I'm giving you an order. One more time.
Get in your car and
One
leave.
more time. I'm giving you an order to get out of here. Hey, turn me down right here. Hold your hands on the back. I told you, leave.
Nope, too late.
You didn't want to listen. Nope, too late. I told you. I told you multiple times. I'll move the car. I got you.
Move the car, sir, please. Please move the car.
The car has to hang out for a minute now. He's under arrest.
Hey, what's the reference? Huh? What's the reference? Record. Yeah, careless because you were speeding too fast.
Damn, man.
That was the entire body cam footage of the arrest. You hear him say they knew who it was. It's Tyreek Hill. He later said that he was speeding, and it kind of escalated. It escalated from there. It appears to me, Ocho, and I could be wrong. You tell me what you're thinking. Is that they asked him to roll the windows down. He rolled the window down just enough, I guess, to give him his driver's license and registration. That's all he's required to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to roll it all the way down, just so the officer can have visual contact with him. He gave him his driver's license and his registration, and he rolls the windows back up. It's tough because he knows who he is, Ocho, because he knows who that is. He knows that's Tyreek. We hear him say they know that's Tyreek Hill. The officer is like, wants to remain, I want to have visual contact with you, Ocho. Okay, we talking, I got visual contact. You got your window down enough where I can see you. Now, it looks like, I could be wrong, but it looks like he has 10 windows.
Yeah, in Miami, we allowed the 10.
And so it looks like, I guess the officer is taking into account, because you have to understand, the officer is taking into account, he rolls the window back up. Now I no longer have visual contact with him.
Yes.
So, okay, take it from there, and then I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Go ahead.
I mean, when it first started, obviously, license, registration, roll your window down. Tyreek upset about them knocking on the window, obviously aggressively in an aggressive manner. But when the cop initially walked over, if I'm not mistaken, I saw Tyreek hand him the driver's license. So at that point, Tyreek rolled the window back up. Now, as an officer, I understand that it is Tyreek Hill, but I don't think a civilian, if civilians don't get any grace, then I don't think they're going to give Tyreek Hill any grace to allow him to roll his window back up where he can't have any
lose visual contact with him,
even though Tyreek isn't a threat in this manner. Officers, I'm assuming, have to always stick to protocol, regardless to who the person is.
Right.
But I would have liked my dog, understanding you got a game. You know how authority is already. You know how cops are in general. With all the situations that have gone on, countless years, back to back to back to back to back, just this one time. You know, but I got a game to play, bro. Here's my license, here's my registration. Get your ticket and go on about your business. Get your ticket and go on about your business. Let's lock in on the game. You feel me? But cooler heads didn't prevail. Then, you know, your teammates getting into it, you know, obviously, rightfully so. But shit, hell, if I was a teammate, I would, you know, I pull my black ass over too. What's the problem?
For sure. I've been in that situation where, like I said, we got into a brawl and my teammates, and they're telling us to back up because at that point in time, police got to make instant. Oh, yeah. They got to make split seconds.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, see, you have the luxury of sitting back here watching it, but imagine how his antenna goes up when he's there. And we assume, like I said, he doesn't have that luxury. Once I lose contact with you, Ocho, I don't know if you go into the glove box. I don't know if you go into the middle box. I don't know anything. I want to maintain visual contact with you. That's why I said, you heard what I said last night, and you heard me say it many, many years ago. My job, once I get pulled over and the police have made contact with me, my job is to get him to my car, back to his police car or his motorcycle, and on his way as quickly as I possibly can. I know the longer he remains there, the greater the chance is for something to escalate.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, look, and think about this, and I want people in the chat, I want you to understand what I'm talking about. Think about how people hate on you and they don't have any power. Do you realize when that man or that female pull you over side the road, they got all the power?
Gun, with the badge. With the gun, with the badge.
I'm not arguing with you. I can't. You're the lawyer. You're the judge. You everything. I'm gonna take my chances in court, but I'm gonna take my chances in court as a live person. I don't want my family trying to defend what transpired. Nah, I need to be there to tell the story, not you tell it. Now I knew what was gonna happen. I knew this. They were going to say, we asked him to roll down the window, and he was defiant in rolling down his window in a timely manner. I knew that was coming, Ocho. Yeah. I knew that was coming. You know that. I know that. That's why I'm speeding. Hey, it's happened. I rolled down my window. When he comes, I got it waiting on him. Hey, you ain't got to ask me because it's right over my visor. I got my driver's license in my bag. I got the insurance right there. There it is right there.
It even had to go to that, though. You talk about abuse of power, you know, even as officers of the law, understanding who the individual is, understanding that the individual is no threat. There's a game. He was speeding. I don't think he was late. He couldn't have been late because the other player. No,
he wasn't late because we had Calais on today, Ocho. We had Calais on today. He said it was around, they had to be there by 11 because the game is at 1:05. 2 hours before the game. He said it was around 10:18, 10:20, something like that. So he's a good 2.5, 2 hours and 32:45, and the stadium is a block away.
And that's unfortunate, man. A little aggressive though for me too,
Oh, for sure.
A little too aggressive. I wish there was a cop there that could have de-escalated the situation a little bit better, you know, to allow cooler heads to prevail. Just a little too aggressive and abusive of the power that they did have. To put behind the back and to put the knee in the back and like, come on now. Come on, man. You know, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
That's how it is. Think about it. If there's a pack of dogs and one of them bite, all of a sudden the other will join in.
Oh yeah, every time.
When you were in school, the bully, hey, once they started picking on somebody, then everybody started picking on them. The officers are just the same. Once one get aggressive, the other feels emboldened, and he gets a little bit more aggressive. Instead of trying to de-escalate the situation, say, hey, Mr. Hill, we understand. We understand you're frustrated. We got a game. Just let us do our job, and we'll get you on your way. We'll issue you a citation. Hey, the date's going to be on there. You can fight it in court. Move on. That's what you would have liked to happen. But it seems like once, like, well, hell up, I can't let you get all this aggression out on him. Let me get some. I said get on the ground. You heard what I said?
I mean, man, we've seen this so many times, and the outcome and most of the other situations were much different. They were much different. So I'm glad it did.
I still don't understand why they put a knee on his back. I don't understand. He wasn't struggling. People don't understand. Lay on your stomach and put your hand behind the back and see how you feel, because that's an unnatural position. Because your diaphragm needs to go up and down. That's why it's hard for you to breathe when you're on your stomach. Now think about it. Now you sleep like this here, but just imagine putting your hands behind your back, and now you're compressing the diaphragm. Tyreek wasn't struggling. He didn't give them any reason once they got him out the car to take the stance in which they took. But it was like a situation, Ocho. Man, you done made me open this. Man, you done made me open this door. Get your ass out of this car. You know how
they was frustrated. They was frustrated. You know, I think it escalated when he rolled the window back up.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was on one day. He's like, oh no. Oh, you rolled the window up in my face.
But listen,
you rolled the window up in my face. Okay, I got something for you. Get your ass out.
He had his license already, so there was nothing else to really talk about except go to your motorcycle and run. You already knew who it was.
You heard him say that's Tyreek Hill. You heard him in the video say that. I just wish Tyreek, let this be a lesson learned. Anybody that's watching, let this be a lesson learned. I understand. Nobody likes being stopped, especially when you're in a hurry or you don't feel you're doing anything wrong. But take it to court. I've gotten stopped. I didn't believe I was speeding. Right. I said,
you know how to.
I've said to myself, I see you in court.
You know how to
I said the judge said, well, Mr. Sharpe, I said I wasn't speeding. I said, he didn't tell me how fast I was going. He just said I was traveling faster than him. Well, how fast was he going? Just because I'm going faster than you, that don't mean I'm speeding.
That's a good one.
That's what he told me, Ocho. I said, okay, I'm going to court. I ain't finna spend all my time side the road with you, all that talking and going back and forth. I'm going to keep my mouth closed. I'm going to tell my side of the story. Nobody's going to tell Shannon Sharpe or what they think happened or what they surmised happened. I am going to tell my story. I'm going home to my kids.
Yeah.
I'm going home. So remember what you want to happen when the police comes and they pull you for speeding or any moving violation. Your job is to get them to your car, back to their car as quick as possible. With as little talking as possible. Because I don't want you to think that I'm trying to be. Because if you ask me how fast I was going, I say, no, I do not. I wasn't watching. He going to think I got smart with him. Now he's all, you want to get smart. You uppity, you know what? You think because you on TV, you think because you got millions, you better than me and you can talk to me. So no, I don't know how fast I was going. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going that fast, officer. All right, sit right here. You sure will. Leave that window down too. I sure do.
In a court of public opinion, people are going to choose their sides based on who they think is right, who they think is wrong. I just, on my end, you know how I am. I don't play with the law. I don't play with the law.
Yeah.
I don't want no part of you. I don't want no part of that at all. I want to get home to my kids, bro. Always.
That's it.
Get home to my kids. I can't afford no more mistakes, huh?
I had a situation. It was the 4th of July.
You ain't hear me though.
It was me. Let
me take my glasses off real so the chat can see my eyes, boy. I can't afford no more mistakes. I don't get more chances after this. Shit, man.
You can't get knocked down and get up again. Not at the age we are, Ocho. In our 20s, we got the rest of our 20s, we got into our 30s. But at this juncture where we are now, Ocho, I was it was a 4th. This was a while ago. This had to be almost 20 years ago. Me, Bucket, and my homeboy Big Cal. So met this chick, and I hit her up because we were out, and she said, well, I'm at such and such, won't you come by? I was like, well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come by. I'm not gonna come in, but I'll call you once I get outside. Okay. She came and her girlfriends came. They nice looking, nice looking, nice, you know what I'm saying? They nice. Yeah. I mean, thick. I'm talking about thick like Urkel glasses. I'm talking about thick like that. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Like Red Falcon glasses and Harlem Nights. That kind of thing.
Like Benny. like Snake Eye. Yeah, they think like Uncle. And so she came outside and we was talking. You know, she had a little mini skirt on, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you need to move. I was like, okay. So we moved further down. One of the guys said, and I was like, okay, I moved further down. Nah, you can't stand it. One of the police officers says, nah, that's Shannon Sharpe. He cool. Let him stay there. No, I told him to move. I said, hey, babe, I'll holler at you later, okay? All right. Boom. I left. You see, he already on one.
Right.
He mad because I got something that he want. She talking to me. She wouldn't give him the time today. I know that. He know that. So he feeling one. Bro, I ain't bothering nobody. Once he said, I said move, that told me right there that he had rank. I'm up out of there.
He gonna abuse that little power.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Saw her later that night, though. You can't stop me. You can't stop progress. Progress must progress. Yes.
Come on now.
Man, I'm hating ass. Ocho. What happened? A lawsuit filed Monday in Houston, Texas, alleges Deshaun Watson committed sexual assault and battery while on a date October 2020. The new civil suit claims Watson exposed himself, requested a massage, and sexually assaulted the victim before she was able to resist and get him to leave her apartment. We all know that in August of 22, the NFL suspended Watson for 11 games, fined him $5 million for violating the NFL personal conduct policy after more than 20 women alleged that Watson committed sexual misconduct during massage therapy sessions. Watson reached in a confidential settlement with 23 of the 24 women in 2022. He previously denied any wrongdoing and maintained that any sex with the women was consensual. Watson was required by the NFL to commit to mandatory evaluation and treatment as a part of his reinstatement. Ocho, what is your take on these new allegations?
Shit, man. That's tough. Wait, I don't want to say the wrong one. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Obviously, you know, it's tough. There's certain things I should stay away from that you're better suited to answer. You know, so I'm gonna let you take that one.
Look, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ocho, all of this happened in a finite period of time. There was a period of time in which he was in Houston. And from what a lot of the women alleged, they were, you know, he would reach out through IG or whatever the case may be. He would request a massage and things happen. And I guess some happen against their will. That's what they're alleging. And I think, now I could be wrong, but this is around this time that all of these happen. So when I read it today, I was like, okay, 2020, so I don't think this is anything new. This was around that time when all the women, now if this was 22, 23, I was like, damn, Deshaun, bro, you was in a situation back in 2020 and you put yourself back in this situation. It's kind of like what that lady, remember they did the documentary on OJ? And the lady said, we got you off the first time. You went back and did it again. You own your own, Jack.
Right.
And hit it with the peace out. So I was like, Deshaun, you put yourself back in this situation. But I think it was probably during that time. And this one is kind of like a drip, leak coming out.
Okay. Dang.
Very, very, it's very, very, it's just tough, man. It's just tough because, you know, you have daughters. I have daughters. I don't know if you have any sisters. I have sisters. And we take this stuff, and that's why, you know, I remember when I was at Fox and this first came out, and I didn't want to jump to no conclusion one way or another, because you're gonna offend someone.
Which is why
if you don't believe them, you don't believe the women, but then you jump to the conclusion and you automatically offend guys that have been wrongly accused. And I've been one of those guys that's been wrongly accused. And so I know what it's like to have those eyes looking at you. But
that's why I was reluctant, really to comment, really to say, because I don't know who I might offend. I don't want to say the wrong thing. That you're better suited, you're a little bit more polished when it comes to things that are very uncomfortable for me to explain and be able to express, whether right or wrong or indifferent. There's certain things I don't want to touch. Those type of topics when it comes to race, religion, and politics. It's no win, there's no loss. It's just a continuing, ongoing session of he say, she say. He said this, he said that.
And so I think this situation will be like the rest of them. I think everybody deserves to have their day in court. Everybody deserves to be heard. And, men or women of his peers, if it gets that far, but it's just it's a continuation. It seems like it's never ending. It seems like it's a Groundhog's Day or I'm sure it's a bad dream for him. He just lost his father. I didn't know that. And he said, I was reading today where he said the team gave him a choice that either, he could go and be with his family or he could play in the game. And he chose to play to be with his brothers. I think a lot of people probably would have done that. I remember when Brett Favre lost his father the night before, and he played probably arguably one of his best games of his career. I think a lot of guys would probably do that. Some, and I wouldn't hold that against them if they chose to be with family in a time like this. I certainly would understand it. But I'm sure for Deshaun, he just feel like, man, when would this ever end? And I just hope that everybody finds a resolution, and everybody's able to. I don't think if you're a man or a woman involved in this, I don't think it ever goes away. I don't think you get over it. I don't think you get over it. It replays in your head like a loop. But we'll see what happens down the road. If it's something comes over it, maybe there's a settlement. Maybe the judge is I don't know. And like you said, all we know is that there were charges filed. Alleging that this is what transpired. So we'll see once it the internet is speculating that the Browns leaked this info to get out of the contract. I don't think they can, because it's something that's ex post facto. It didn't happen after he signed the contract. This happened before he signed the contract. So it's almost like, and I hate to use the term grandfather, because it's something that happened before the contract was signed, Ocho. So it's like I can be in an apartment and and you don't have an ordinance that says I can't have a mini horse. Well, I go get a mini horse and you say, well, moving forward, nobody can have a mini horse. Well, I'm grandfather because I had the mini horse before you set the ordinance. So in this situation, now I could be wrong. I'm sure some lawyers would like to jump on here, but it says here the full paragraph of paragraph 42. Players hereby. Did Watson disclose this specific potential claim to the Browns in writing before he signed the contract? That's the key question. If he did, the lawsuit can't activate paragraph 42. If he didn't, things get potentially complicated. But here's the thing. What if he didn't know? What if he didn't know? I can see, because a lot of these women had already put situations out there. If he doesn't know, I mean, that's the thing. This is not as cut and dry as it seems, Ocho. You could we know it's illegal to park by a fire hydrant. It's illegal to park in front of a fire hydrant. You could say, well, I didn't know. They're going to say ignorance of the law is not an excuse. If I don't know that someone is going to allege a claim against me, how can I tell you that something that I don't know? I don't believe that's an ignorance of the law as parking or, running a red light or parking in front of a fire hydrant. This is totally different. I don't know. I don't know. He could have known and not disclosed it. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Somebody might 20 years ago say, well, you know what, this what happened. Huh? Well, Shannon, we're going to have to void the contract. Hell, I didn't know it happened. I can't tell you something that I didn't know. But this is a really tough situation, Ocho, because you dealing. We see the thing that happened in Hollywood, and with this Me Too movement, now it's like people are not asking questions. You're like, you're guilty until proven innocent. It used to be innocent until proven guilty. Now you're guilty until proven innocent. And that's a tough standard. Ocho, T. Higgins, we're going to transition to more upbeat and positive news, even though this isn't positive, Ocho. T. Higgins appears to be unlikely to play against the Chiefs with a hamstring injury that popped up last Thursday in practice. Bengals offense was a mess Sunday in a loss to the Patriots. It was a brutal loss for the Bengals, who will only muster 164 passing yards. It's also a brutal development for Higgins, whose 2023 season was marred by injuries before getting hit with the franchise tag. His stock continues to fall hard, potentially as he hits unrestricted free agency. Will the Bengals ever see a healthy Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the field together?
Yeah, I think so. And it's funny that, you mentioned T. I talked to T last week, and I just gave him some advice on what he could do to get himself healthy. As far as him sitting out this game, he was in good spirits. And he said, man, I can tell y'all shit, chat. We family. And I don't think T would have an issue with that, because what we talked about was positive. I mean, it was positive. And he's going to do all he can to make sure he's out there, for the Kansas City game. And I told him to be careful. Because there's something you don't want to play with. Soft tissue injuries, hamstring, groin, calf. What else? Soft tissue that you just can't play.
Quads, anything soft tissue, calves, ham, groins, adductors.
I told him, listen, what you don't want to do is don't go out there too early. See how it feels in practice. I say take a Wednesday off, take Thursday off. Don't even practice this week. Practice Friday if you got to, and then open up and see how you feel. If you feel like you can open up and you don't feel no little pinch or no pull, no tug, well, you good to go. So I think for us, the Bengals in general, obviously, and T, I think we gonna be all right. For some reason, you got to think we're 2-6 under Zach Taylor. We 2-6 in week 1. In the last 10 games, 2-6. Week 1. So I'm used to us always having a slow start. Offensively, we always start slow. I think we're going to be all right. And I bet with us emotionally against New England.
You did. You definitely bet emotionally.
So right now, based on what I saw from the Pats, I think the Pats. I'm talking about based on what I saw from the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs might win this one. As much as I love my Bengals, I think the Chiefs might win this one. If we have Chase playing and we got T playing, that changes everything. That changes the dynamic.
Yeah, it's and that's the thing with because the suddenness in which you need to move, you need to be able to start, stop, transition, get in and out of that break. And guess what?
Got to deal with people pulling on you too.
Man, that was the only thing I said. Guys, look, I don't mind you if I break free from you, don't tug me.
Oh,
because I'm pulling the harder. You make me hurt. You make me tweak my hamstring, and then I'm gonna turn around and swing on you. So I ain't gonna lie. So don't. That was my only rule, Ocho. Okay, guys holding me, trying to get off the line, get it, because I know they're gonna. Because back then they held the shit out of you. Oh, excuse me. They held the crap out of you. back in the 90s, man, they ain't called nothing, Ocho, man. It was literally a fight out there, but. Don't tug my jersey once I break away from you. Don't do that. Because, a lot of times it's to call what we call like a slingshot move. I did it to a lot of D linemen. Like they get in front of me, I grab them and then pull myself out, launch myself in front of them. And now I'm in a position where I can block them. And that's what DBs do. They would tug you, and the next thing you know, they're in front of you to knock the ball down. So that was my only thing. And it's tough. And I went through something very similar to what T is going through. Signed the contract in 96. It was a 3-year deal, made me the highest paid. Told me that, hey, Shannon, you play like you played. We're going to tear this contract up. You'll never get to the 3rd year. We're going to extend it. So 97, I come in, Ocho. 97, I come in. First team All-Pro, 1,100 yards, lead the team in receiving. 98 go in, led the team in touchdowns. First team All-Pro again. No contract. No, they're not even talking about contract. Come in, I tweaked my adductor probably about 10 days before we got a report, Ocho. Man, that thing wouldn't get healthy for nothing. And so I deal with that all training camp, and I managed to get through it. And I was able to get massages, got it worked on, and it started to feel better. Get off to a great start, Ocho. I think I got like in the first 3 or 4 games, I got like 24 catches. Cooking. In that 4th game, Ocho, Darian Gordon, who's an ex-teammate of mine, did what we call teacup. So he catches me like this, I'm running shallow, and he tackled, pinned my arm, broke my collarbone.
Oh, you hit the ground. He put all that pressure on you too, huh?
All that. It don't take much pressure to break the collarbone. And I knew it. I knew it instantly. I knew it instantly. I remember sitting up. Greek. I motioned to Greek to come Greek. I said, Greek, that's my collarbone. Greek. He said, what you think happened, Sharpie? I said, Greek, I broke.
Dang.
He said, you think so? So he put his hands up under my pads. Yeah, Sharpie, you. You're like, Ocho.
Damn it.
Man, missed the rest of the year, end up in Baltimore. Ocho, your guy, Puka Nacua is headed to injury reserve with a sprained PCL. He'll miss at least 4 games. He's coming off a record-setting rookie campaign in which he caught 105 passes, 1,486 yards, established a new NFL rookie record, and he made the Pro Bowl.
You see the problem we talked about earlier? Puka, last year he had 105 catches, 1,400 some yards. One of the greatest rookie seasons for a receiver. You know he did that. You know what he ate and did all that? He had McDonald's. I'm dead serious. He lived and ate McDonald's last year and had that type of production. Now, this year, he changed his routine in the offseason. Started eating healthy.
Yeah.
You know, doing all this, yoga shit, eating berries and fruits and green stuff. Not see what happens? You have a historic season last year on my diet. Something that I swear by. And then you change everything in the offseason. Now you come into this. I'm not saying that's why you got hurt, but I'm saying it's a goddamn coincidence. But Puka gonna be all right. Whenever he get back, he's gonna be all right. That's my guy.
Yep. Gerard Mayo spoke about Jacoby Brissett today. He said he actually made some plays with his leg, which is surprising because he's probably is. It's a race between him and Jameis as the slowest black quarterback in the NFL. Well, damn.
You said that?
The head coach.
He really said that?
Gerard Mayo said Jacoby Brissett is probably the slowest black quarterback in the league.
Either him or James.
Well, we know who. It's Lamar and Justin Fields. So in a race in a 40, who you got, Justin Fields or Lamar?
Easy.
Okay, so Lamar first, Justin Fields second.
Whoa,
third?
Whoa. Well, you saw Geno Smith the other day?
Lamar first, Justin Fields second. Yeah. Okay, you would have put Geno third?
Yeah, I put Geno third. I mean, ain't no other black quarterbacks, huh? That can run?
Caleb, Mahomes, Russ.
Yeah, no, they not fast.
Bryce Young.
Hold up. No, he's not fast either. Jaden Daniels.
We had 15 of them start day one, so damn near half the league was starting black quarterback.
So Jaden Daniels got a little speed on him.
Jaden Daniels, yeah.
CJ Stroud.
So I think he's faster than Geno.
Oh, yeah. Jaden Daniels.
Well, 1 and 2, we ain't got no doubt about. We got Lamar 1, we got Justin Fields 2, we got Jaden Daniels 3. You got Geno 4?
Yeah, I got Geno 4. Because everybody else is more pocket passes with really they got foot speed, they ain't got that kind of foot speed. They ain't gonna scare you.
Nah, hell no. Nah. They're definitely not doing that. Well, you got, oh no, Malik Willis might get somebody now.
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Okay, now
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen kind of slow too now.
Jalen is a strider though.
He's slow.
You forgot one, Ocho. You forgot one. The man that take 17,000 steps and 100 yards.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Hold on. Well, Kyler Murray is 3 then. Jaden Daniels got to go down to 4. Because Kyler Murray faster than Jaden.
So Lamar, Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels, Geno. Yeah. All right, there we go. Anthony Richardson say, I don't know how y'all left me out there. I'm going to take Anthony Richardson.
I forgot about Ant.
Geno got knocked off.
Geno out of there.
Ocho, check this out. There's a rumor that started earlier that Coach Prime ordered the band not to play the fight song after his son Shador scored the touchdown. Instead, he allegedly wants Shador's rap song, Perfect Timing, to be played over the speakers at Folsom Field. CU spokesman Curtis Snyder called Cap. Wow. Called it Cap, Ocho. He said, nobody's ever asked the band to refrain from playing the fight song. After touchdown, the band plays Glory, Glory, Colorado. After a point after touchdown, the band plays Fight CU. Has been standard practice for years. When Shador Sanders scores, the band will wait a moment for a small snippet of Shador's song to play before immediately kicking into Glory, Glory, Colorado. This is exactly what happened during the game against North Dakota State. This practice is not unique for Shador. The band will wait a minute after a successful field goal play Alejandro Mata's song before playing Fight CU. Ocho, what's going on here?
I don't know. That's my first time hearing that. I mean, they said it was Cap. Is it true? I don't know. I don't know much about it. You know, especially something like that happening. That's a little much, huh? You think?
Look, there are people out there that dislike time so much that they'll say anything.
Just making shit up, huh?
To try to undermine the man. I mean, that's unnecessary. That really is. Look, talking to time, like I said, I know him. I know him very, very well. This is not new to him. There were people that didn't like him when he played. They thought he was arrogant. They thought he was ostentatious. They thought he was flamboyant. They thought all the things that you think of, but they've always thought that. I mean, they thought Jack Johnson was that. They thought Muhammad Ali was that. For the longest time, you know how we were supposed to be, Ocho. Just be happy. Be thankful. Be glad. Be seen, not heard. Well, time like, nah, you're going to see me and you're going to hear me. Muhammad Ali said, you're going to see me and you hear. I am the greatest. Jack Johnson took them all down. So when a black, successful and can talk, and Floyd Mayweather the same way, I don't make stuff up. If you want to say, look, he told us the program was going to be turned around and we was going to do X, Y, and Z, and it really hasn't happened. If you want to do that, if you want to talk about the success or lack thereof on the field, by all means, he's a coach. That's fair game. But y'all ain't got to make up stuff to try to make people dislike him. That's my only thing.
Sometimes people can hear that story. You can hear a story like that and just be like, come on now. You really think we finna believe that? Like some people got to know. Sometimes you got to know better. When certain things are written, you just got to know. That's one of those things you read and say to yourself, now you know this some bull jive.
Ocho, that's why they print it. Didn't I just tell you that's why politicians win? People like being lied to. They do. It's easy. Perception is a person's reality.
Whoa.
And it might not be the truth.
I'm gonna bring that back, man. Yes, sir. I've been waiting on one of these. Perception is a person's reality. And it might not be the truth.
Because, and a lot of times people don't want it because their reality, that's their truth, Ocho. And I'm looking at and I'm thinking like, That's why people lie. Because people believe it. My grandma used to say it all the time, and people say it now, but my grandma used to say it when I was a kid. A lie don't care who tell it. People will repeat a lie and think it makes it the truth. But you know what'll happen, Ocho? If you tell a lie enough, somebody will start to tell that lie for you. You won't even have to tell it no more.
Yeah.
That's why I don't play. That's why you got to be careful, because people will put stuff out there and people like, man, I heard you, bro. Now all of a sudden, a guy that's as private as I am, nothing. Now everybody know what I like to eat, where I go, what I do, who I'm sleeping with, where I've been, all the vacation spot. A guy that's been private damn near his whole life. Now everybody knows so much about Shannon Sharpe. Not from Shannon Sharpe, not from Cheryl Sharpe, not from Sterling Sharpe, not from Daryl McCormick, not from Burns, not from anybody. Oh, they had this story about my daughter that, oh, he makes me feel uncomfortable. Now, y'all can say a lot of things about my kids, but that one, y'all didn't get nothing out of her. I know that one. That one ain't happening. Nothing. She don't even tell people that's my. You ask Sharpe, are you any related to that Shannon Sharpe that fell on TV? Why would you ask that? I didn't ask you who your parents were. She gonna get smart with you. So that's the thing, Ocho. People lie because somebody gonna believe it, Ocho.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Somebody gonna believe it.
Especially if they don't like you. They can't wait. Sometimes people can't wait to hear something negative about you. And they go wrong with it.
That's why the term a sucker born every second. P.T. Barnum, them, they had a white elephant. People didn't believe the elephant was white. So guess what they did, Ocho? They went and got a regular elephant and put paint on him. A white elephant. When they had the albino elephant, didn't nobody believe it. Just went and got some house paint and painted on gray with white. Did y'all see that white elephant? That's why people lie, because people gonna believe it. Ocho, Nicki Minaj, and other artists have seemingly called out Jay-Z, who's the co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show, for selecting Kendrick Lamar as the performer in Super Bowl, what is that, 59? 59 over New Orleans native Lil Wayne, blaming rap views as a reason for the supposed snub. Nicki tweeted, denying a young black man for what is rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne the GOAT. Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man, ish sad. House, in things, ninja things. That ain't what she said. Things. But it's good. F them. No loyalty. Well, these ends will keep sunning you. I don't know what DTLR, Gag City, DC, laugh my whatever. God F them, God DF them.
Hey, I know one thing. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the position that Jay-Z held as far as having something to do with who's picked to perform in the Super Bowl. I didn't even know that. Then I heard Nicki say, about the feud. Like, now I got to do my homework because I don't really be in the music business of the drama stuff like that.
Is the feud between Jay-Z and Birdman, or I don't know if the feud is I think the feud is between Jay-Z and Birdman, not Hov and Weezy.
I know, but really, if that's the case, that means it shouldn't affect anybody else. It shouldn't affect anybody else. So I don't understand what's going on. So now I got to do my homework and catch up to speed so I have a better understanding to what's going on. So I'm hearing people talk, but I don't know because I'm on the outside looking in, and I got the feel it's like having a donut. I need the cream filling. I need the cream filling so I can understand why Nicki's mad. I need the cream filling so I can understand why Birdman said, I'm going to make them respect me, and that's on Gladys. Now, if you know anything about Birdman, anytime he puts someone on Miss Gladys, oh, he mean business. Like, he
Yeah.
don't play when boy, listen, he might say a whole lot, but when you put some on Miss Gladys, oh boy, it's up.
Yeah, you put that on my
Yeah,
mama.
it's up. So
Check this
Yeah.
out, Ocho. This is what was tweeted. The selection process begins with a panel, which includes officials such as NFL Director of
Right.
Entertainment, folks from NFL production company, and the halftime show's director and producer. After long, detailed process, the short list is handed over to the Super Bowl hosting city for a final decision. Basically, they're putting this at the feet of New Orleans.
So it had nothing to do with Jay-Z then? Is that what you're saying?
They said, I repeat, the selection process begins with a panel, which includes officials such as NFL Director of
Right.
Entertainment, folks from the NFL production company, and the halftime show's director and producer. After a long and detailed process, the short list is handed over to the Super Bowl's hosting city for final decision.
So the final decision.
The city of New Orleans has the final decision. That's what's being reported. Ocho, I don't know. I'm not in that meeting.
And most of the time, things like this can be reported. Also, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on, but things like this can be reported as smoke and mirrors as well. Now, come on. Now this could be smoke and mirrors. Now you know how they play. Okay, you know what? We got to get the heat off of him. Some people figured it out. Some people that's in the industry, they know what's going on. They get it. So they let off shots, and all of a sudden the report comes out. See, it's kind of confusing to me.
I can't say you're wrong if you're right now.
Listen, I love them all. I support them all. I love Nicki. I love Drake. I like K-Dot. I like Jay-Z. I don't have no horse in the race. I want everybody to win.
Yeah, hell, I'm surprised they didn't bring Brandon and Wynton Marsalis and what's the white guy name? In New Orleans? Everybody know the white guy, Harry Connick Jr.
What you know about Harry Connick Jr., man? About Harry Connick Jr. Man, I done seen Harry Connick in goddamn in our concert.
So I'm surprised they didn't have. I mean, cause tell it like it is. Aaron Neville, the Neville brothers.
What about Aaron Neville, man? Come on, man.
Yeah. Look, I hope Wayne has some part. Look,
you heard what I said when we talked about the first time.
It was. You know what, Ocho? You remember Atlanta Super Bowl? We in Atlanta. Ain't got no Gladys Knight. Ain't got no Luda. Ain't got no T.I. All that we got there. Ain't got no Babyface. They got Maroon 5 out there.
Well, you don't like Maroon 5?
Not for Atlanta.
See, the Atlanta committee, like you just said, they picked Maroon 5.
Man, they know what, boy. Do you see anytime the city of Atlanta have anything? They got Killer Mike, they got T.I., they got Luda. Ain't no way in hell the city of Atlanta chose no damn Maroon 5.
Let's come back a little bit. Super Bowl is in New Orleans, right?
Yes.
Lil Wayne would be the perfect fit for us when we think about someone representing the city of New Orleans at the Super Bowl on one of the biggest stages with 100 million people watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who are the people that are attending the Super Bowl? Who are the people that are able to afford the tickets to actually even go to the game to watch the goddamn halftime show?
True.
Are the true fans of whatever two teams make it, are there true, authentic fans that have supported them throughout the entirety of the season? Are they the ones there?
Man, hold on. First of all, them people paying $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 ticket. They ain't listening to Kendrick Lamar either. Let's be real. Them suites going for $1 million, $2 million, and $3 million. Let's be all the way real. Now, I love Kendrick Lamar. I think he's unbelievable. And I'm not trying to discredit him, but I'm just saying, them people paying that kind of money. Come on now, let's be real. Them tickets, the cheapest ticket to get in the stadium is probably about $4,000.
Listen, man,
and you way
it's a corporate event. The Super Bowl is a corporate event.
For sure.
It's been a corporate event, and where the big wigs have a fucking dick swing contest. Who got the most money? And who can what do you call it when you invite people to show them, like, I don't know how to say it. I'm trying to figure out how to say it the right way. Big companies, corporations, white people,
Yeah.
put them in suites, get them tickets.
Ocho, Netflix got to have a suite. Amazon, YouTube, Anheuser-Busch. Do you know how much money they're playing to be the official sponsor of the NFL?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Crown Royal hit one of them. They got suite. Hold on. Who's Marriott, the official hotel of the NFL?
Marriott?
Yeah. You know they get the X amount of tea.
I got some Marriott points too.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's how this thing works. See what the NFL did, Ocho. Okay. The tickets used to be, they were always high, but they were reasonable.
Yeah.
What they found out is that, hold on, they scalping these tickets and people paying $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. Well, if you'll pay that on the black market, you'll play that on the front at the ticket counter. So that's why they jacked the prices up.
I just don't like the fact that I'm thinking Bengals win the Super Bowl, to play the Rams. So
yeah,
Bengals fans that went to games from September, October, November, sat in the cold in December, and we make it to the Super Bowl, they are priced out and can't even go to LA.
No.
Get a hotel for a few days. Enjoy the festivities. You can't afford it.
Because you know why? You got a 4-night minimum. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. You know how much those hotels cost?
Boy, they jack the prices up. Oh, hold on. Forget hotel. Have you seen the flight prices when it's time for Super Bowl going to that particular city?
Hell yeah. I brought my team out here for the Super Bowl.
Boy.
Ash, Jordan, makeup. Yeah, hell yeah, I know how much it costs. And guess what? Think about what we got to take down to New Orleans to undertake to do this tour. How much it's gonna cost? How much them hotels?
Hold on.
You saw all the people that we had at the tour.
On, wait a minute. By the time we get to New Orleans, by the time we get to February, you got to understand how God works.
Huh?
You heard me?
Yeah.
You got to think about it.
Who?
We in September, right?
Yeah.
And so by the time we get to February, and we have to do the tour, you think about how much stuff will have to cost, but you don't understand how God works. God is a loving God. God is a cheerful God. He's a giving God. So by the time we get to February, at the rate we going, we probably won't have to pay for nothing. Now, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know.
I sure hope so.
Hey, but I know one thing. Wherever,
Ash and Joy gonna be roommates. Ash and nah.
I don't know what venue. I don't know what venue we're gonna be at. But when I tell you that goddamn live show in New Orleans finna be jamming.
Oh, we're gonna be crunk. Because we understand the cadence. We've got 4 shows up under our belt.
Listen.
We got the cadence. We understand the beats of it. We're gonna be straight, Ocho.
Listen. Got that. Let's chat. Listen to me, chat. Live tour New Orleans. Think about it. Now listen to me. We coming to the stage. Unc and Ocho. Then we come out to the smoke, right? And the pyrotechnics with the fireworks coming out. And then confetti falls from the ceiling. And then the second line start playing. Me and Unc come out that thing juking, and the whole crowd.
We gonna have a band. We gonna have Southern band have that thing.
What? They have Southern band coming down the aisles, right? Playing.
Yeah, and we coming down right behind.
And the whole crowd, everybody up jamming and getting right. Oh, boy. What?
Yeah. Who else we could put? We could put. Okay, it's gonna be Three's a Company. Joy gonna be Jack, and Red Dash go.
Goddamn, Three's Company. That was a good show, boy.
What?
Yeah.
Ocho, we ain't gonna get no machine.
No.
No.
What happened?
They want 18,000
a
for
machine? My smoke machine I had was $30.
Mm-mm. The one that makes real smoke that you see when they come out the tunnel. Yeah.
Oh, listen, I holler at my homeboy in the hood. I'm sure I can get.
Nah, I tell you what, I got about 4 guys. They're gonna come blow some cigars and they'll blow smoke. They'll blow smoke on you. You pass by. We definitely ain't spending no $15,000 on no dry ice machine.
I wouldn't let you do that. We could probably use some dry ice.
That's what's $15,000. Ocho, you got to put it in something so it'll make the smoke.
I got a homeboy right now in New Orleans named Pork Chop, and I guarantee you can get that same machine that Ash looked up that cost $18,000. He can get it to us for $1,000. Guarantee you.
I got a homeboy that can go get it for free. I got a homeboy that can go get it for free. Just tell him where it's at. Why you bullshit? Hey, you name it. That you'll get perfume, watches, cell phones. You know, back in the day, the cell phone. Oh, lawn, but you'll come back, bro. Hey, check this out, Sharp. I got something for you. I got you a pressure washer, bro. What I need with a pressure washer? What the? I come on pressure wash.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, dude, he done got edges. He done got weed eaters. I'm like, bro, you need to take this to somebody that got a business, a landscape. I ain't doing none of that.
That's funny.
Man, hey, man, can you help me out? Bro, why am I going to buy a weed? Why am I going to buy a pressure washer? Why am I buying a weed eater?
And I ain't got no grass.
I'm not using it. Bro, I said, come on, man.
Hell no.
Ocho, there's a girl that underwent plastic surgery to make her a virgin again. She wants to restart her body count. Let's take a listen, Ocho.
I just got a surgery to be a virgin again.
What does that mean?
How's that possible?
You got a new hymen.
Yeah.
And now you're a virgin again.
It's been 7 days.
What's the plan?
I want to restart my body count to 0. I want to find the right guy. He will take my virginity.
That's the most wholesome thing I've ever heard.
It don't work like that, though.
No.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So if I got a car, right? And I got a car and I drive that thing and put 20,000 miles on it, right? And I go to the tire shop and change the motherfucking rims. Them miles still on there. Regardless of the tune-up, regardless of the oil change, regardless of the new set of tires, regardless of what I do. Even I get a tune-up. The miles is still on there. Now, I don't even know why she did that. I'm one, you know me, I like my women seasoned. You know? I don't want you I want you with a little work done to you. You hear me? You know, you got
not worked over though, Ocho. I mean, she done been raked across the coast.
Hey, listen.
What she tried to do, Ocho, people in the chat, y'all know what I'm talking about. What she tried to do is that you put a bunch of miles on your car and you turn the speedometer back.
You can't do that.
The odometer.
That's illegal.
Bro, even though you turn it back, you don't put 200,000 miles. That thing got more miles on a 70 pickup. You don't try to roll it back. That car still got I don't care if you roll it back to 0. You got 200,000 miles on your ass.
That Carfax don't lie now.
Oh man, people need to stop.
Listen. If you do it, sometimes you make your bed. You got to lie in it. There will always be someone that is willing. There will always be a man that is willing, regardless of your past. I think.
Yeah, I mean, do it got a little grip to it, Ocho?
I don't know. She might.
I mean, I can't put a vinyl sausage in a hoagie roll. I mean, but damn, give me if I can work with it.
You probably couldn't. Now, I'm assuming she probably heard it from multiple people at that point where she can't even feel anything at that point. So she felt the surgery or the procedures was necessary.
Well, look here. I tell you what, Ocho. If I can put my hands in there and clap, you good. I'll take them. You know what I'm saying? I'll take them. I'm just saying, Ocho, I'll take them. I'll take them. That's good enough for me. That's good. That's enough grip for your boy. That's it. If I can put my hand.
Hold on. You say if you could put your hand, like think about that, chat. If you could put your hands in there and clap.
Yeah, that's what Ocho. She gonna talk about what I'm supposed to do with this right here? What am I doing with this? Hello. Anybody home? Hey, man, you reaching there, you pulling out bracelet. Somebody got a 1986 class ring in there. Oh, no, I can't do nothing with that, Ocho. I can't do nothing with that, Ocho. Nah, I'm good. Nah, baby, you good.
Hold on, what year was the class ring in there?
1986. Man, you find all kind of names up in there, man. Come on now. Nah, man. No. No, she wanted them more. I mean, you run into a one like that a couple times, Ocho.
Every blue moon. Every blue moon. I'm talking about.
Let me get the box.
I'm talking about way back. I'm talking about way back. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want to get myself in trouble now, but I'm just saying way back. You know, I really shouldn't be talking about my past, but you know, I'm comfortable.
No, Ocho. I mean, every once in a while you run into one. You got to put this on you so you don't fall in. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fall after, you got to hold this right here, Ocho. I ain't lying to you, Ocho. I swear. I ran into one like that right there, Ocho. Had to put a board on me. Yeah, Ocho. Yeah, I ain't like. Yeah, man. Man, they wild out there now.
Oh, shoot. Hell damn, I drink all my damn.
But hey, all you got to do, one of those sparks, the red pill. Don't choose the blue one, choose the red one.
You're right. Oh, damn, that was good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, hell no. I'm out of breath.
Man, you
out of breath.
Okay, Ocho. We're gonna wrap this thing up tonight, but we got something in store for y'all on Thursday. So you're not gonna want to miss Thursday show. We got something special for y'all on Thursday. Now it's time for our last segment of the night, and it's Q&A. Anna Adnan Yankori. What's up, guys? Ocho, my wife, kid, and myself are in your city for a few days and wanted to pick you up from the airport, but the guy beat me to it. Ocho would have gladly accepted that ride. He'd have moved the car seat over and hopped right in the back.
Listen, I would, the fact that y'all here in Miami, I would love, and I'd probably invite you to lunch tomorrow. We could do a little dinner, but unfortunately I have to fly to Philly in the morning. If you're here when I get, well, shoot, I fly from Philly to Chicago. I back to Chicago again this week. So I'm sorry I missed you guys. I appreciate it. It would have been dope. It would have been a great experience, a story you would have been able to talk about for years to come. I'm gonna catch you next time though.
Caleb Dennis. Imagine Unc having tech issues while reading Nikki tweet, especially at the end. Guys, damn it. Man, when she be writing all that slang, Ocho, I have to decipher that. I need time. Ashley gave me this earlier, so I can like what she actually saying.
It's you got to be a barb. You got to be a barb to understand that.
Eric _ Rico. If the officer heard him say, "God damn it," they would have been on their best behavior. I need a I need that on a t-shirt. I'm sure it's coming. Unc Ocho, RB running back Jordan Mason had 5.3 yards per carry, 147 yards, 28 rushing attempts, and 1 rushing touchdown tonight. Will Coach Shanahan use Mason and McCaffrey as a two-headed monster or give the workload back to C-Mac? C-Mac's going to get the bulk. I mean,
of course.
Kyle does not have he doesn't think about it. They had Mostert, they had Breda, they had all those guys. I think Jeff Wilson was there. Kyle is just like his dad. He doesn't have a problem. It's a nice luxury to have. But we had other running backs. TD getting that work. TD get that work. Now, Mike's not going and I don't think C-Mac will have a problem when he get blowed. He's more apt to want to come out of the game. But no, Kyle gonna give C-Mac that work because look, all the guys, you got to be able to catch the ball, and obviously you got to be able to run it, Ocho. And you got to be able to blitz pickup. You can't play in that system if you can't. Because he's not going to let Mike wouldn't let you play because he's not going to let you get the quarterback hitting the back of the head. And a lot of times you got to check. You got the rim route, or you got the Texas route, which is a little angle, or you got flat. So you got to be able to do those things. But no, C-Mac gonna get that work. Kimber Norwood Jr. First of all, RIP to the voice James Earl Jones. My question is, who is the player on any team that will have the most interceptions this season?
Most interceptions?
Who you like, Ocho? Yeah, who's going to have the most interceptions?
Shoot, I'm going to have to go with Trayvon Diggs. The right
Yeah,
we
that
left
dude,
off
he a
at.
magnet.
Listen, Trayvon Diggs is damn near like a Asante Samuels. They gamble at the right time, and they always in a position to make a play. Chat, it's so many DBs in the NFL. 97% of DBs play the game not to get beat.
Mm-hmm.
The other small percentage play to make a play.
Yeah.
I tell you no lie. Everybody play
guys like him.
Yeah.
Guys like Diggs and Asante Samuels, you got to start the game off with a double move. Because I got to plant that seed that I'll do it to you. Because they jumping early.
Hey, listen, they looking at alignments, they looking at down and distance, they're looking at your tendencies based on the down and distance and based on where you line up, and they know, okay, he 2 yards outside the numbers. Oh yeah, the slant coming. But if you don't got the slant, he got the curl. If it's 2 by 2, man, don't get me started. I talk about that all day.
Oh, also, I had a former teammate that passed last night, Ocho. So my thoughts and prayers go out to his family, friends, and loved ones. Alan Aldridge, who was a linebacker on our first championship team in 1997. He passed tragically last night. He had a heart attack. Rest in peace, Roscoe. That's what we call him. We call him Roscoe, named after the character on Martin. We had so much fun. The guys, I talked to a couple of my teammates earlier today before we got on the show, but man, it's tough, man. He's younger than me. He just, if I'm not mistaken, just turned 52. Dang. Was coaching in Houston. Man, it's sad, man. It's sad to see your teammates go like that, man. But Roscoe, we're gonna hold it down for you, bro. But thoughts and prayers again to his family, friends, and loved ones. Alan Aldridge, gone far, far too soon. Hey, Unc, just wanted to tell you, my coach and one of your former Bronco teammates passed away, Alan Aldridge. He was a great man, great high school coach. If you could do a shout out, just did that. Didn't even see that, know that was coming. But I just felt it was the right time. We was talking about James Earl Jones, who's the voice of Mufasa, was in probably 100, 200 movies over the course of his long, long story career. One of the great actors of his time or any time. James Earl Jones passed earlier at the age of 93. Tevin Roberts, hey, you said undisputed that Elway calls you T, but refused to go into detail. Treat us to the story. I've been curious for some years. No. It's Tevin, honestly, it's really a long story. You know what? I'm gonna write a book. I should write a book, Ocho.
Yeah. Well,
look at ass about No, I should not write no book. Man, look here. My sister disowned me. My brother like, hey, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. You should write a book. My sister, Shannon, everything ain't to be told. Everything shouldn't be said. Some things you take to your grave. I will take some of them, but some of them I put in the book. What I don't take to my grave, I put in the book. I share. Nah, but you know what? One day I'm gonna share that story. Man, tonight was load of fun. Man, this is now we're getting back to the original Nightcap.
Yeah. This
is look, the Olympics, look, that's a little bit more, we got to be a little bit more buttoned up. We're probably one of the few podcasts that's doing Olympic heavy stuff. We did a great job. I appreciate all the athletes that came on. We're going to try to get some of the swimmers here in the next month or so. But man, it was great. But football season,
different.
Football season is where we make our hay, Ocho. This is how we came to be Nightcap. This is how we came to be what we become, and the people follow us, subscribe to us, listen to us, watch us, talk about us. This is tonight is just what it's about.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Oh, Shazam says, how was it to work with Martin on the Oikos commercial? Many people online talk about he seems slower, less energetic. We all get older. Even he's even on tour. I think he's okay. Yeah, he was fine. I mean, it's funny. I don't know if people, how you've like been around actors or actresses, is like they can be one way one moment, and the minute it's time to like go, it's go time.
Yeah, completely different.
It's like some players they laughing. I was a guy, Ocho, I'm joking around up until about 10 minutes before the game. And then, because we're going to go out in the field probably about 2:05 to kick off 2:05, something like that. 2:00, Mike's going to call us up. He's going to give us a thing. We're going to say a prayer. Then they're going to let them horses out the stable. 1:50, like a blank.
Go time.
All the bull jive is done with. It's time to go. Boss lady. Bougie, in honor of the very, very modest. Is that Bonji? Bougie? Who bougie? Bougie, in honor of very modest, very courtesy, very demure. But what are the two personal pleasures you pamper you with? My two favorites are massages and getting dolled up for a nice meal. And for y'all, man, Ocho, I used to get massages twice. I got massages twice a week for probably 25 years.
Damn.
25 years. I know I don't spend a couple $100,000 on massages.
And
I ain't no happy though, so I don't get no ideas. No, strictly professional. Right. Even because the lady that used to work on me, Des, she would fly to LA and work on me. Stay in the house, everything, we never had I don't do that. I have a very simple rule, Ocho. My grandfather said, boy, never put your dick in your wallet.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Ooh. And people are like, what that mean? When you work at a place, there's probably how many people work at that place? Now go out in the city. How many people? There are more people that's out in the city that work at whatever business you're working at. Because guess what happens when it goes sideways? And there's a 90% chance it's going to go sideways. Then what? Who leaving? Who leaving? That's why you got to be careful with gym romances. Because when it goes sideways and a large part of it will, who leaving the gym? I ain't going nowhere. This is my sanctuary. This is my haven. So who going?
Damn, that's a good one.
So, Jesus loves Kobe. Unc Ocho, thank y'all for being consistent. My car broke down the other day. I just want to thank God for y'all joy and always giving us a laugh when we need one. Has there ever been a moment when your attitude cost you the game?
The game?
No, hell no.
Not the game.
Because I want to win. Trust me, guys. Y'all know you see how I'm wired. Winning is everything to me. And as long as we win, now, I would get upset because if I didn't catch a lot of passes and I think I could have helped, but I never went to the coaches and said, that's your job. You say, let coaches coach, players play. I'm going to let you do your job. You ain't going to have it long if you don't throw me the ball, though. I'm going to keep it real with you. You ain't going to have it long. Y'all know what I can do. Nah, I always kept a great attitude because I wanted to see my guys. I like seeing my guys succeed. I like Rod and I like Ed. I wanted them to win. When I went to Baltimore and to see Kadri and to see Jermaine Lewis and see Patrick Johnson and all those guys. Now I want to win. And I want to catch passes too. I want to catch touchdowns. I want to get the ball in the end zone because I worked hard. But Nah, I ain't never had no bad attitude in no game. I ain't wired like that. Hell no. And I bet nobody on my team better have no bad attitude either. Well, that concludes our show for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Do us a favor, guys. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button. I mean, we had a nice little crowd here tonight, right? Hit that like button. Get our likes up to like 10, 15, 20,000.
About 34,000.
I know y'all like us because we give y'all real.
Yeah.
We give it to you real. Guys, do us a favor. Make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, guess what? You know what? Every podcast subscriber counts. Thank you for counting. Thank you for mattering. Thank you. You see on this side over here. No, this side. No, this side. Whatever side it's on. Where the hell is that? Oh, what the hell? Oh, back there. There it is right there. Yeah, right there. It's right there. That's because of you guys. Y'all made that possible.
Yes.
Ocho and I will have the plaques. Well, I got Ocho plaque. Well, I mean the plaque, but it's because of you guys. And I want to thank you guys for doing that. Thank you so much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. We have Shea by Laportier in stock. If you can't find it in a state or a city near you, we're coming. We just might not be there yet, but we're coming. But we have it in stock. You can order it, and we'll ship it right to your door. Please go follow our media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Tour T-shirts and hat dropped this week. There are two versions of the tee. The one I wore last night with Ocho and I faced Nightcap with the tour dates on the back. That tee is priced at $42. Then there's one with no tour dates on the back, just Ocho and I's face with Nightcap on the front. That tee is $38. Use the VIP code for an additional 10% off. And as again, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. The Jets lose to the 49ers and Aaron Rodgers, his return. He went back home. He grew up in that area. The 49ers win 32-19. Brock Purdy was 19 of 29, 231 yards, clean game. He didn't throw a touchdown, but he didn't turn the ball over. Mason filled in for C-Mac, and he did quite well. 28 carries, $147 and a touchdown. Debo had 8 carries for 23 yards on the touchdown as they rolled 32-19 over the Jets and look to pick up where they left off last year and get back and get over the hump and win the Super Bowl. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary Pro Bowler, All-Pro from Liberty City. Y'all know him, the guy with the shades and the hoodie, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. That's it for Nightcap tonight. We'll see you Thursday.
Tell Unc I need my restitution.